Hello, everyone. This is Luis. I'm one-fourth of the Donut Hole podcast, as well as the editor. And I just wanted to put a quick disclaimer before we start the show that we are not experts on any of the topics we discussed. Everything is entirely opinion-based. I kind of realized halfway through that everything's kind of more serious than what we're used to bringing up amongst the group. And so we're not experienced at all in talking about any of those things. So, yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. Enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Donut Hole. Sit back, relax, grab a donut. And to the girl who stayed silent, I hope you rot in hell.
Yes!
Yay, you did it!
That was so good.
I'm so sorry.
Why are you losing it? What
Because
happened?
he's an evil bitch.
I hope you rot in hell.
I hope you rot in
Just so
hell.
you know, I'm Jeanette.
Oh, that's you? Okay.
That's me. And you're the other girl. I'll be like,
Katie?
Kate. Yeah.
Kate.
So with that being said, today's show...
Are we reintroducing our names?
Oh, say who? Hello, everybody.
Oh, yeah. Hello. I'm Kevin.
I'm Alex.
Joey.
I'm Luis.
And today we're going to be going over Cruel Summer.
Wait, can I get the cheering crowd? Do you remember which one it was? There we go.
Yeah.
Cruel Summer was filmed in 2021, and it was aired in ABC Family.
Was it really?
I don't know.
Well, Freeform is like an ABC.
Yeah,
okay.
ABC is owned by Disney.
All right, so
Oh, I could see this being a Disney show. Sorry.
Oh my
Not
God,
Disney,
Kate and
it's
Jeanette are
ABC.
Disney princesses.
they're the first gay character. They're Disney's first gay character.
Wait,
We'll go
not
more
Kate
over
and
that.
Jeanette.
Oh, that's
Jeanette's
true.
just-
That's true. Never mind.
Okay, go ahead. Give your synopsis, honey.
Yeah, tell us what the show is about.
Oh, that's what we were reading.
But it's your show. You give
Yeah,
it.
you picked
This
this
is
week.
your show. You got
this. Or
Mm-hmm.
this time you chose this. You give us the abstract.
The synopsis.
The
The
footnotes.
synopsis. Tell us about it. What did you see?
Yeah.
What is
How
your
did it
pitch?
happen?
How did you pitch it to me?
Let him talk.
Are you
Oh my god.
I'm going to shoot you.
with
putting
Annabelle?
Oh my god.
Shut up.
Oh, by the way, spoiler alert. This is a show that we watch the show and then we talk about the show. We don't really say what happens, but we will talk about certain things. So if you haven't seen the show, spoiler alert.
There will be spoilers
There will be
throughout
spoilers,
the
yes,
show.
yes.
So be prepared.
Yes.
If you want to be
So
prepared for
watch it
Mhm.
and then come back.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh yeah, if you want to, yeah.
I mean, we'll be as vague as possible, but we can't guarantee that we won't.
Or if you're like me, who doesn't give a fuck about spoilers and says, you know what,
I am
there
very
you
much
go.
like that.
Yeah,
too.
same
let's
here.
just dive in here and see what this is all about.
If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get with the synopsis, guys.
Okay, so this story takes place within 3 time periods. 1993, 1994, 1995. Episodically, you're seeing...
in summer,
Oh, yes. In a cruel summer.
Whoa. Okay, continue.
well,
It's a 10-episode series, so episodically it goes day to day between those 3 years. You're finding out what's going on, the mystery of what happened to Kate, whether she's lying or not, or whether Jeanette's lying, you know,
or the parents,
or the parents. You're just finding out
or
what
the
exactly
friends,
happened.
or the.
I'm so sorry. I feel like he's trying to tell us his synopsis, and Joey's like, his friend.
No, he's doing great. He's doing great.
I'm laughing. I'm laughing because he keeps staring at me. And
I'm like looking at him because I want him to continue.
he's like, "This is a great summer." It's like, oh my god.
It's because you're a safe place, Joy.
Close
We look
summer.
at you because
I
you
know.
showed
Place in the-
I hate you.
What did I do? I'm just trying to get him going.
He is going. He's talking.
You keep interrupting me.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
he's gonna fucking
Start
throw the
over,
mic at
start
you.
over.
No!
Yes, you're doing
No.
great, sweetie.
No, he was really doing great. Yeah.
Where did I continue from?
Yeah, I mean, basically, you give a really good synopsis. It's split up into 3 years. And we're following the story of Kate. What was her last name?
Wallace.
Kate Wallace.
Kate
Jeanette
Wallace.
Turner.
What happened to her? What happened to Jeanette? And what happened throughout these 3 summers that kind of collided the two together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what it is.
It kind of throws you in for a loop immediately because it shows you 1993. She's like a peppy teen girl. Then she shifts to 1994 and she's like popular and pretty.
No, she's like 1993. She's like really nerdy.
Yeah, like nerdy teen girl.
You could talk now.
I don't know. I don't understand you.
No, I mean we're talking about Jeanette. Jeanette in 1993, she was really nerdy. She had her like 2 best friends that were her friends forever. They were kind of nerdy too.
Well, what are we
Braces.
talking about first?
Oh, we're giving a quick
Synopsis,
recap.
yeah.
Quick recap.
Can I
Yeah.
just
So our main protagonists are for sure like Janet Turner and Kate Wallace.
Janet.
Jeanette.
Jeanette.
Janet.
Can I just say, I've been wanting to say this. They did a good job at telling us what year it is by just the colors.
Visually.
Yes.
Visually.
I
Yeah.
really like that.
Yes, it was beautiful. Can I just say that? That's it. I said it. I'm done with the podcast. I'm leaving.
Okay. Tell us your adventure through it, Alex. What did you think watching through it?
Through watching through it, I watched it. I binge watched it because I hadn't started and everybody started. But it was really interesting to watch because it was kind of confusing because I didn't know. I was like, is she murdered? And then you continue. She's like, no, she's kidnapped. I was like, but is she murdered? And then you'll find out later that she wasn't murdered. I really liked Kate's personality.
It takes you by surprise.
Yes.
Because Mallory and Jeanette seem to hate Kate so much, supposedly.
It seemed like it was the mean girl. Like, I thought she was going to be a
Yeah.
mean girl, but no, she was really sweet. Even with Martin Harris, although it was like a disgusting relationship, she was very nice to him. She was very sweet to him. She really did at one point probably care for him.
Yeah.
And although like the relationship was not okay, I felt like she thought she was going to get judged for it. But in reality, he manipulated her a lot. And the instant that he felt like, if he was a good guy, he would have been like, you know what? No, you can't stay at my house. I'm going to take you home.
Literally instantly, like one phone call would have changed the entire outcome of the...
Like he wanted it to continue. So he was He was manipulating a young girl.
Yeah.
I don't like Jeanette. I really hate her wig in 1995.
Yes. It's so bad.
I didn't like her personality. I felt like Jeanette was very needy for attention, even in 1994 when she almost had everything. She still wanted more, I felt. It was very disturbing to me that she didn't see her, but she knew. And it's a disturbing fact that she smiled. And although technically she didn't see her, she knew she was down there.
Yeah.
She knew she was kidnapped. She literally said, "It's Kate Wallace. I'm in this basement. Help me get out." And she's like, "I'm not gonna open the door." That's disgusting. That's disgusting. She knew, even though that Kate didn't for sure. Kate didn't know that she was up there. It's disgusting. I thought it was really ugly, and I was like, I knew I hated this bitch for a reason, because she's ugly.
So you thought the mom was right then?
I felt like she
knew something, obviously, because she could tell her daughter was lying.
No, yeah, I really hated that she was lying to her family persistently. She was like, I didn't go more than once. I only went one time. I only went one time. No, you're a fucking liar. And Kate called you out, and you're like, you're lying because you weren't here one time. You came on Christmas Eve or like something. You came. She's like, oh. She's like, okay, then yeah, I came too. And I was like, she's lying about the whole thing. And she's ugly.
But Kate also lied multiple
But Kate
times.
lied about a relationship.
She lied about being kidnapped.
And she lied about being kidnapped.
She willingly went to his house.
Well, she got kidnapped eventually.
She did eventually, but she
I mean, but it wasn't-
went to his house on her own
just lied
will.
about
She
how
was
it happened.
manipulated. She was manipulated by an adult.
But she made the choice to go to his house. He didn't lure her in
but
there.
She didn't think that he was gonna keep her.
Well, yeah, that too. But that's
in
something
the
she lied
beginning, when
about.
she went to his house, she didn't think he's gonna kidnap me. He's gonna keep me in his basement. That wasn't her initial thought. So when she did get kidnapped and when she did get found and she saw they were dead, you know, what did she get to tell people? Oh yeah, I was dating him and he didn't want to let me leave and he put me in the basement.
It still looks
Imagine
bad.
how it was gonna look on her in that sense. She was manipulated and she probably felt stupid and she probably felt dumb. She was going through a lot of trauma. I like Kate. Do not like I was about to say Molly. Who the fuck is Molly?
Joey, what was your
Ringwald.
adventure watching the show?
I think I would have liked to see more of Kate and Martin's story because I feel like a lot of it wasn't explained.
Yeah.
So-
Elaborate.
A huge chunk of their story is like missing.
They just
part?
like breeze through it.
Several
They-
months of
like-
dating.
But how much of that do you need to see? Tell me why you needed to see more of that.
Because is he a criminal?
Yes.
Yes.
That's the thing. Like it plays it off like it isn't. And it's like you said, she went in willingly. He didn't manipulate her.
Yes, he did.
He manipulated her when she was there.
I
He didn't
think
manipulate
this-
her to bring her in.
Yeah, I think the story made it seem like he was manipulating her. But I think if we would have gotten a backstory of him, I think that's what I'm saying. Like we never get a backstory for him.
You're right. You're right.
And I'm not trying to justify him at all. Like he's
And I'm about
still
to fight you. I'm just like, what? Sorry.
no, but I think a lot of people just like right away are like, oh, he's a criminal. That's it. Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. And I don't think that these things like like seem that way. Like these things, these characters have dimensions to them, and I don't think we got to see their relationship as much as I would have liked to see. I think that they just painted him to be the criminal, and that was that.
Yeah.
And there could have been so much more to it.
Just like how there's
Like-
that other girl.
Like, why did he end up? Because that's the thing. Why did he end up manipulating her or putting her down there? That wasn't explained. That wasn't explored. It was just more of like he just did it.
Yeah.
But that's just me because I like psychology, like killers.
I
and
think he
shit.
did it
out of
And it's
fear.
no, you had your turn. You had your turn. You
Okay.
keep cutting me off, so this is my turn. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
No, I don't want to say it anymore.
Go ahead.
No,
Sorry.
I'm okay. No, I'm okay. I'll bring it up later. No, it's okay. Keep on going. You're only talking about Kate and Martin. What about Jeanette?
What about everybody else? What did
Yeah,
you
what
How
about
was my
everybody
adventure?
Stop doing that.
What Jeanette was like a child's a rebel without a cause kind of thing. I didn't get her character.
Really?
Like, why
Yeah.
is she like doing that stuff? She's kind of cringy.
She
Yeah,
is.
she is.
Let's see. I told you she's ugly. Not like she's not like ugly physically. I think her mentality is really ugly.
Okay. got
Sorry,
it.
I'm sorry if that didn't make sense. Her mentality's ugly. Physically, she's not ugly girl. Maybe with that wig on, she fucking look like I don't know what. But
Do you guys think that Jeanette is obsessed with Kate?
yes,
Yeah.
she wanted her life.
She wanted-
Obvio.
I thought she was in lesbians with her.
At first, I did too. But no, she did a lot of things that really made it obvious that she was like completely obsessed with Kate's lifestyle. Up to like wearing the same outfits.
And keeping her scrunchy.
See, my
Yes.
thing is that I wish that the mom would have left first. And then maybe that's why Jeanette did the things that she did. I think that would have made me more compelled to the character. Like, I see this is
Yeah.
But that didn't happen. It was more like she just lived a happy life and she just wanted to be someone else. And she had a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Well,
she
let
had
me
a lot
tell
of
you
good
about my
things.
adventure to the show. Or are you done?
No, it's okay.
Having rewatched it, I kind of picked up on a lot of like more subtleties that were going on, and I think Jeanette was influenced to become this person by Mallory. She was incentivized by Mallory to behave badly. She kept making her do bad things and punished her when she wouldn't behave badly. She kept saying, "You do this, otherwise I'm gonna stop being your friend." And that made Jeanette realize that it's sometimes better to lie and be bad to become cooler. Like doing bad things is gonna make you a better person, basically.
I forgot to add. I also think that she's like those type of people who like enjoy doing crimes.
Mallory or Jeanette?
Jeanette.
She gets a thrill from it.
Yeah,
I
I
think-
think she did get a
But
thrill.
who introduced her to that?
No, I think that's just like
Mallory.
an internal thing.
No, I think
No, Mallory,
Mallory
first
introduced-
introduced her when she was like, "Steal your dad's key," and she's like, "I don't want
When
to."
she's like, let's do something illegal.
Because from the very beginning, when they made the list, Jeanette was completely against all of that. She didn't
Yeah.
want to do that. She was just kind of wanted to stay in the shadows, but she figured out that the more bad things she did, the better chances she had of like making friends. Because the only way she could get Mallory back at one point was by stealing something again
Oh, you're
as a peace
right.
offering. So Mallory kept influencing Jeanette to do all of these bad things, and Jeanette thought that was rewarding, and that's why she continued to be bad. And I think that's why she kept going back to it, because it was a kind of a comfort to her.
See, if you think there's a reward, what was her reward for lying?
She got to keep her secrets and her social status.
And she
later
had
on,
to keep
later
Jamie too. Because remember her first instance with Jamie is when she said that she's the one who stole the CD.
Yeah, she was incentivized by Jamie to think that it was okay to be cool, because Jamie thought that Jeanette was cool for stealing that CD at the mall. So a lot of things influenced Jeanette to make her think that it was okay to be a bad person, and that it was cooler to be a bad person.
I also think it was the mom that influenced Jeanette a lot. She wanted her to blossom.
You're right.
To blossom.
Because she also was like, yeah, break away from Mallory. Don't worry about doing the right thing. Just be yourself.
But then she abandons her after she starts to blossom.
Mm-hmm. Well, the moms also influence a lot. You're right. But yeah, that was my takeaway from it. Is it turns out Jeanette was just a victim of her surroundings. I think that's why they show the characters around Kate and Jeanette a lot, is because they really did influence how Kate and Jeanette ended up in this situation.
Yeah.
Because Kate loved her family like kind of abandoned her. She started to feel alone, and her mom manipulated her and made her really vulnerable and easy to manipulate. And like the therapist said to Kate, she's like, you have a lot of weaknesses. You're really submissive, and that's how Martin was able to pick up on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my new adventure with the show, is that it revolves less around the fact of like what happened. It was the people that influenced her to end up where she was. And ended up Kate and Jeanette end up where they are now.
So they were victims.
They were victims of their surroundings and the way that they were mistreated. Yeah.
It was the trauma.
The
But can we at one point even say that Mallory had a traumatic life and it influenced her to be certain ways?
Oh yes, like how Joey said with Martin. We don't get a backstory on Martin, and we don't even see Mallory's mom. And apparently she's a cunt. So like we don't know what she's actually.
And she
like.
smokes weed.
And she smokes
But
weed
we also
a
know
lot.
that she's going to therapy because of her parents.
So there's a lot of trauma there. You're right.
I don't think Mallory's like like the whole show. I don't think she's a horrible person. I feel like as she grew, because she was there for Kate. She was there for Kate. They were there for each other. You know, she tried to protect her, and she was like, "I'm sorry." Like
Yeah, but she was a bitch to Jeanette.
Yeah,
too.
she was.
she was younger.
Well, even when in 1995, when she went after the snow globe.
Like honestly, when Jeanette stood up to her, I was kind of like, "You go, girl." Like I'm happy for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, Mallory is Loki being a bitch.
She was very manipulative.
Yeah. She Loki reminded me of like some friends in the past.
Yeah.
I only want to do what I want to do. But then like you tell them, no, I don't want to do it. Well, you're fucking stupid. Blah, blah, blah. Like,
You're fake as
Don't do like this.
we're talking about Mallory.
Oh,
I've
Sorry.
known people like that too.
Yeah.
I'll get that information later, and I'll go beat them up.
Zoe, tell us, what do you think?
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Okay, and what did you think about Martin Harris?
Sexy.
no words. She
Did
said
you
it-
think he was
yeah.
cute too?
She said no.
Okay.
Agreed.
She said he's gay.
No, when you guys were first talking about Martin Harris and you guys were saying like, oh, well, he didn't make her go and he didn't make her do this. I feel like he was manipulating her from the very beginning.
The therapist said so.
It's called grooming.
Grooming.
Yeah, no, he made her feel like he's a safe place. And although maybe his initial thought was like, I'm not gonna kidnap this, and his initial like, what is it called? Actions weren't to kidnap her. I felt like it was very much so like, I want her to think I'm a safe place. Go.
Well, he works at a school, so I'm assuming he has to make everyone feel that way, right?
But why specifically only Kate?
Well, he was really nice to Jeanette too, but Jeanette never got that feeling of, oh, I need to trust this man.
Yeah, but he didn't keep her scrunchy.
I think with Martin, it's just what Joey said. We don't know anything about him. Like, he really just ended up being a cunt, and we don't really know why.
Could he also be a victim of circumstance?
That's what we're saying. We don't know.
Because I feel like, to me, like, his character was like that. He put himself in like a situation that he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Like he
And
put
why?
himself.
And why, right?
Yeah. Like 'cause-
Loneliness.
Look, I don't know anything about like what grooming is or like how someone is being manipulative or whatnot. And like I said, I think the way the story felt, it felt like it was like made to seem that way.
Yeah.
It was like a mirage, right? But in the end, it wasn't. How true is it what the girls really did say? You know?
Everybody had their secrets.
Yeah. And like the guy was gonna kill himself too.
Was he?
Was he though?
He was gonna kill her.
I
Well,
thought
we
he
don't
was-
know. He
I
was
thought
gonna
he
kill
was
himself.
being
He was gonna
manipulated.
kill himself. He was
Yeah,
gonna kill
'cause-
her, and then he fell to the floor, and then he.
No, he says my dad killed himself with that gun,
And
and
he was
then
gonna
he
do
was
the same.
insinuating that he was gonna kill himself.
But then
and
he pointed it at her.
Does he point?
I don't.
Yes,
No,
he
he
pointed
doesn't.
at her. Yes, he does.
He just hasn't. She's like, "Don't shoot me," and he just goes like that immediately.
Yeah, and then he puts
I
it
guess
down,
so.
right? And he
No,
cries.
but then when Kate's about to shoot him,
and he's like, "Go
"Come
live your
on."
life. Go live your life." or
Yeah,
something like
that's
that.
what makes me
Yeah.
think that he was maybe in that point was actually manipulating her into feeling bad for him.
Although I did say, if you're gonna manipulate someone by making them think you're gonna shoot yourself, why would you bring a loaded gun?
That's true. Or unless he didn't know.
I'm
what
gonna
it-
say that I need a season 2. I'm just kidding.
To
Well,
know
there's
about
gonna
Martin
be
Harris'
season two.
Burn for
Martin
season
Harris.
Martin
2.
Harris' backstory.
That's all. I seriously, I really don't know, and I don't know how I could say anything about that guy. Like, I think there's like this is what I meant. Like, there's a lot of chunks missing.
I think it's safe to say though that he is a bad guy.
Yeah.
Because it's not. Even as like an adult now, I know that if a kid ever came to me like that,
Yeah.
like there's no way I would
like,
ever.
ew.
But I also
Leave.
feel like the writer had no intentions to really talk about that.
Yes,
I
you're
think the
right.
writer was talking about other things, and I think like something that stuck out to me was like the parents
Yes,
and how
yes.
manipulative the parents were, and then how the children were manipulative,
Except that.
except
Except the dads, plural.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of times the kids were punished for being honest, and so it led for them to hide that and
Yeah, like
keep
when
secrets.
Kate
Kate was trying to tell about the divorce.
No,
Oh.
not the divorce. When she was the affair.
Oh yeah. Which,
She was like, "Mom, I heard him on the phone," and she got mad at her. And then
Yeah, that's what I meant. The cheating. Yeah,
Mm.
when Kate was trying to tell her mom that his dad was cheating, she got mad at her for being herself and being honest and being open instead
Yeah.
of like doing whatever the
keeping
mom
a
said.
secret.
So it made Kate very subjective to people. Because I think the therapist too, she was basically trained to not disappoint people.
yeah.
Did anyone find the therapist a little creepy?
How so?
I don't know. The
Okay,
way she was filmed.
We're
was
not
like,
gonna talk about people's appearance here.
I'm so
okay?
sorry. That I said she
Sorry,
looked.
it's just
That's-
the
that's an
memories
appearance, you
now.
No,
stupid
just
cunt.
the way that she was
Like she
filmed
presents
and
herself?
angled, it was like, why are they making her look like this?
I don't know.
Like she looks like. Never mind. I'm sorry. I retract my
I
comment.
feel like maybe like I see what you're saying. Like the therapist, at one point, it made me feel like, is this like the actual therapist? Because
yeah, like,
she
it
was.
felt, yeah,
No,
like I
yeah,
was like,
out
why?
of place.
Yeah, like the therapist character was like a little like I don't know.
It was unsettling. She didn't look like a not like
She
that.
looked
She
ill.
physically. It's
To
just,
me, she looked like an ill character.
Ill?
like
Yeah,
so
like
she's
she was sick?
She was
gonna cause her
tired or
ill,
like yeah. Well, to
She
me,
was tired of Kate's shit.
she was
I know she's hearing Kate's shit. And she's like, "Fuck,
She's
that's
like, oh
sad."
god.
And then there was Annabelle. Who's Annabelle? Kate again. You know?
So final thoughts. What did you guys think about the plot overall?
We haven't
did it
even talked
affect
about
you? What
favorite
did you
characters.
think? Huh?
Fairy characters and hated characters.
Well, you can.
I love Martin Harris. Let's enjoy the children. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding.
No, cut that out.
Joey, let's start with you. Final.
That's
thoughts.
an inside joke, by the way, guys. Oh, I like the dad. Jeanette's
Which dad?
dad.
Yeah.
Jeanette's dad. I think Jeanette's dad is like ideally someone who like I like because you know he's the struggling father who struggles with his children, and then he's like still there even though like she did something bad. I hated the mom.
Do you think he ever picked up on the fact that Jeanette was doing something wrong?
Oh yeah, they showed the whole episode. I think without a doubt he knew, but he did a good job as a parent.
You think even though your child's a piece of shit, that you should be there for them?
Was she a piece of shit?
She's a fucking.
She's a piece of
Yeah,
shit.
but I mean he was still there. he like
Like, your child is your child no matter what.
yeah, like you can't like. I mean, like he made her go to her own things.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just trying to get you to talk about it. Though.
And his girlfriend was so nice.
She was cool. Yeah.
She
They were
was.
couples.
Who?
The dad's girlfriend.
I want a
Oh, yeah,
fucked
she
up
was
child so I could be like that. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm just kidding.
You know what? I hate. No, not that I hate. It must suck being a parent, going through that, and having like your child be a shitty person, and then you're getting secondhand shit not thrown at you, like not actual shit, but like people hate your kids, so they're gonna hate you.
I don't think he cared about that, though.
No, but
He
it's just, like,
endured
it's
it. That's why I'm
hard.
saying. That's why I liked it, because like even though like he was going through all that shit.
But she still, throughout the whole fucking show, she would lie to him, and he would be like, "Are you telling me the truth?" Yeah, I'm telling you the truth. No, you're fucking not. You're a fucking liar. You
Well, if
piece
she
of
did,
shit.
if she didn't lie, then we wouldn't have a show.
No, that's true. Thank you. We'll go on with
It
your
wouldn't be
favorite
a
character
cruel
then.
song.
No, that's it. That's the huh.
Oh yeah, your favorite character was the dad.
That was my favorite character.
Least favorite character?
My least the mom,
Which one?
the one that
Jeanette's mom.
leaves.
Oh,
It's just
Cindy.
it like I get it. Like you're gonna go do your own thing, live
It's
your
more
life,
than
whatever.
that. If your
but it's
child's a
just
straight
like,
up killer, you wouldn't like. Would you still?
But
be
she's
with
not
her?
killing.
Why would you leave the dad?
Why did you leave the dad?
He's so sexy.
That's true. I understand abandoning Jeanette, but why abandon your husband?
I see what you mean.
Well, because the husband supported Jeanette.
I don't think she ever really cared about him.
No, I think she was still, because she was like, "Oh yeah, I was dating so and so," and like, I think she was stuck in her own little fantasy of like what she wanted her life to be.
She was jealous of Jeanette.
She just saw it as a way out.
Mm-hmm.
She was jealous of Jeanette.
Shit, I would have left Jeanette.
Jeanette
too.
got what she wanted, and she's like, "Fuck, I'm gonna dip my stick in that too."
Damn.
But also,
It's
like,
true.
my daughter's a cunt, so why am I gonna stay? In
She
this
said,
house?
"I'm gonna be a better cut by
I'm gonna,
leaving
be
this
the, I'm gonna be the best cunt.
Mama cunt.
Go enjoy my." Wait, okay, real quick question. What the fuck happened with? Because there's an episode where she's like, "I didn't leave my husband. He left me," or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I was like, no, you left.
What was implied there is that she was pushed out. Like, she was pushed out of the house by all the circumstances that were going on. She couldn't handle being there anymore. Rather than she just left.
Yes.
She shifted the
Actually,
blame.
that part I did get a little sad about that. Actually, when like nobody was listening to her, I did kind of feel sympathetic
Me too,
about that.
yeah.
But still, I didn't like that she left. I
Yeah.
was kind of like,
Well, I
really?
mean, how could you be in a house where you know you're telling the truth and everybody else is like
You're
ignorant.
lying. Yeah.
like it's like how much of that can you take of just every day you living with that guilt that Jeanette should be feeling and is not, because you know the truth and she just fails to admit it. Everybody else around you is too blind.
wouldn't you just leave for that reason and not to just I'm leaving because I'm gonna go explore myself?
It was well, I mean, it was that, and she probably wanted to go explore herself, which is fine. But it's also like she was trapped.
Yeah, I think she originally left because she needed space, and I think that what did they say? The husband kept on asking when she was going to come back home, right?
Mm.
And
Yeah,
then she
clearly
was
he
like-
wanted her back.
No, I know, but I think it was like, even for him, I don't know if it was like, I want you back because I want you back. I want you back because we need to deal with this together.
You know what I think that we need?
Mm.
A season 2.
Yeah. I agree with you.
I hope it gets confirmed.
I don't
for
really
season
fault
two.
the mom for leaving. I really don't.
You didn't care about it?
I didn't think she did anything wrong
Oh, that.
because
You know.
because of the circumstances that she was forced upon.
Do you think that you need to
Agreed.
leave?
No.
Fuck yeah, I would have left my kid if I was Jeanette's mom.
Like,
I
okay,
would
but-
like, fuck you, you
'cause
fucking
at
little
that
liar.
point- at that
I would
point
have
she
spit on her
thought
tooth
that
for
she
skin. No.
At that point, she thought that her daughter left someone to die. Like, how do you even?
Wait, what?
How do you cope with that? How do you cope with like?
How do you cope with that? At that point, Jeanette's mom thought that Jeanette left somebody in the basement to die. So, like, how do you deal with your child being basically a secondhand murderer by or like an accomplice to a murder?
Accomplice to kidnapping?
Is that
You
really
don't just
something
abandon the child
you
and make
don't?
it worse.
Okay. So
Like,
let's say
I'm just saying, like, how do you just, like, up and decide, you know what, I'm done. I'm not going to deal with
But
this
it
child.
wasn't like that. She was
Well, she
also
left the
everybody was
child
also
to
not
the-
listening to her. She had evidence that Jeanette was lying, and still nobody was listening to her.
Well,
No, the
she
husband
did-
would listen to her. When she found the key and she gave it to the husband, he
Well,
went to the
the
house.
husband
she
wasn't
had-
at first.
No.
But he did
She-
eventually.
Yeah,
No.
he had to warm up to it.
Because she asked him, can you come with me? And he said, no, I don't want to. And she's like, okay, I went by myself because I wanted to know. He was like, why'd you do that?
He was like, no, you should believe your daughter and trust her and like believe in her.
No, but she's a little bitch and she's fucking lying. At one point, like, even now, and like, not now, but like in reality, okay, let's say, hypothetically speaking, I don't know, I wouldn't want my child to be associated with such a crime. You know what I mean? Because it would hurt my heart.
Well, let me ask you a genuine
I take it personal.
Let me ask you a
I take it personal.
What
That's
do you
why.
mean?
That
The
them,
leading?
I take that personal.
Yeah.
That's why it pisses me off. Because I'm gonna get real deep right now.
Oh,
Because
shit.
if my dad ever fucking did that shit, I would fucking be pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Even though that's what we want, right? Hopefully they don't hear this. I would be pissed.
Hi, Joey's
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like, and so that's why, like, it pissed me off. It's
Yeah.
like, how do you fucking abandon your family? Like, how easy is it for you to just say, you know what, I can't deal with this, and you fucking decided to have a family, you decided to be in it,
Yep.
why aren't you getting involved? Why all of a sudden now you want to leave? You could have done that before that.
Yep.
That's why I take it personally. It's like, you decided to have that child, you should have been there, just
Yep.
like how the dad was.
Yep.
The dad, even though the dad didn't believe her, which he didn't, he still was there.
All right, well, let me pose you
Sorry.
a significant question here. Is it possible for you to be a victim of your child's abuse?
Yeah.
Yes. That's
So-
what the show about.
But that's what I'm saying. So, do you
The
think
dad-
the
dad-
mother was being abused by the actions of her child? And
But so was the father.
and okay, but what I'm saying is, I think both of them had a right to deal with it in some sort of way because they were being abused.
What I didn't understand was why did they stay in that town?
Well, didn't
For
he,
the
like,
show.
Didn't he like lose
Well,
his
she
job
was
or some
hated throughout the
shit?
nation, so no matter where she went,
Yeah,
she'd be
but like
hated.
that doesn't like why would you
We
stay
wouldn't
in
have
the
a show.
poor town? Yeah, that's what
why.
I said. Yeah, that's
It's
what I said.
literally Because really, do you really think the whole nation would like?
I'm sure she has to stay
How
there
did I not
because they're
hear
gonna
about
have
it?
the trial.
Just kidding.
I know they could go move to Alaska. I'm sure a lot of people in Alaska.
So in a show about trauma, I think Jeanette's mom was a victim of a lot of abuse and she couldn't take it anymore and that's why she left.
Weak. Just kidding.
Maybe she was weak, maybe
But-
she couldn't handle
but-
it, but everybody
Well,
has a
Jeanette's
breaking point.
weak-minded
Yeah.
too. So.
Everybody has a breaking point and I think hers just wasn't as strong-willed.
But did she actually break?
She of course
I
she
just
was.
feel like it's like there's not like a good like fundamental of trauma for her to have like she had a really nice family. They had a really good family, and that's what they kept touching on is that they had a really good family, and all of a sudden this
Jeanette
one
fucked
incident
it up.
happened.
It's not just one. Like it's not.
Well,
I feel like
where
it's
I'm
not
talking
small
about-
enough.
I'm talking about just this like, did she see it kind of thing.
It's. I think it's a lot.
And if you
bigger
really
than
think
that.
about it, do we really know? That's one of the things that kind of like made me mad. Do we really know? Did she saw?
uh-huh.
Like, we don't really know. How are you jumping the gun and just assuming? Like, it's only one piece of it. It's sort of I don't know how to explain that part.
What if look change the scenario? What if Jeanette was telling the truth? Everything that the mom had asked for, and Jeanette was honest about. What if she was honest? She still would have left. You know,
Because
It-
she had her doubts.
because she was still questioning her. She still didn't like the answers, and she left. But what if Jeanette was being honest? What if
but,
everything that she was being honest?
The other reason she left for was because she was getting harassed by all those people too.
Who?
All the whole nation.
Yeah,
the
the
whole
neighbors. and
Everybody.
Yeah, the neighbors. They were, what did they
Why
put
did
in the
she
car?
leave though? Like, for the story of the. What I'm asking here
For the
is,
sake
like,
of the story, why
yeah,
have her
why
leave?
did she leave? Like, why did they write her off, kind of thing?
I think it's because you have to understand that abuse happens both ways. Like, I know it's your kid and they're your responsibilities, but you can hurt your parents as much as your parents can hurt you. Whether through your actions or the way that you behave or something that happens, it goes both ways. Everybody's a person and they all have a breaking point.
Yeah, I mean, only like, come on, how much abuse can somebody take? Especially your whole fucking town. Not only hating your child, but they're leaving abuse for you too. Your husband can handle it, but I wouldn't have been. I hate people. I would have been like,
She
I'm gonna kill all
couldn't-
of you.
she
but,
couldn't-
like,
You know where they
Naked.
needed to go?
Where?
To Dr. Phil.
Like, remember when she was like, they
Boy.
spit on my car? She was in Canada.
Tell us
you
about
know?
your child. My child
She killed Sawyer or whatever.
was
Oh,
in
she
Martin
came-
Harris's house.
Yeah.
And the results say...
Oh my god.
She's lying.
She didn't.
She did. Kevin, if you like Janae, I'm gonna slap you.
Yeah, Jeanette is my favorite character.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I will say, I get what you're saying. I just think I just take it personally.
I understand,
like,
yeah.
that if
No,
like,
yeah, I get
a
you too,
parent
yeah.
was to abandon the child, like, regardless, I'd still think that's kind
Well,
of...
it's not a happy
She
story.
literally
There's-
said I went to Paris.
Yeah, it's not a happy
That's fine.
story.
Yeah, it kind of was like,
I
what
would
the
have gone
fuck
to
do you want
Paris.
this
Yeah.
Too.
Like, that episode didn't get, like, I was like, ugh.
All right.
But anyways, okay, let's move
Next
past
person's
that.
favorite and least favorite character.
Your turn, right, Alex?
Oh, well, sure. My favorite character was Kate. I thought she was a nice girl. I liked her sense of style. She's just really freaking cute. I felt like
Speaking of cute, I think her sister was cute.
her sister. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
she's
thought
very
her sister
pretty.
was
She's a
very
very
pretty.
beautiful girl.
Berenike the Fourth?
Is that her?
That's her username.
in the chat line.
Oh.
I thought she was really cute.
With Jeanette's brother. I'm just kidding.
Jeanette's brother's so
Dude,
I don't know.
I don't think he's hot. I think he's like handsome. I don't think he's like.
He reminds me of like one of those Disney dads. He's gonna be a Disney dad.
He's gonna be
though.
when he's older. He's like,
Yeah, he just
hey
kinda-
kids, like
Like
that.
he big. Like don't get me wrong, he big.
That's how I'm
Oh, I thought you said his dick. I was like, they didn't show that.
I did say that.
That's,
I'm
what
just
I-
kidding.
that's how I'm trying to look.
He is a Disney dad so far.
Is
He's
he?
on ABC.
Oh, yeah, technically, yeah.
Yes, so my favorite character is Kate. I really liked how kind she was. She wasn't the typical mean girl. That Jeanette and Mallory kind of first made her out to seem like she was. I really liked, I hate to say it, but I kind of liked her relationship with Martin. It looked not like it was appropriate. I just saw like a different side to her. She was comfortable. She was happy, even though it was all manipulated. And then I felt bad for her throughout the series as well because she's just trying to get over her trauma. And she was basically still lied to by Jeanette. And it was just a lot of suffering that she went through. And considering that she did suffer a lot, she could have ended up a lot worse. I like her friendship with Mallory in the end. I like their relationship that I went to. It really did seem like they would go into a relationship. I like that her and her sister had a better relationship. Well, I actually don't know if she's talking to her sister still. But when she was kind of recovering, that she had a better relationship with her sister too. I like that even though like she was dating Jeremy, what is his name? Jamie. And when she came back, she knew that she didn't want to be with him anymore. Kind of thing. So she kind of stepped away from him. My least favorite character? Jeanette. She's a fucking bitch. And she's fucking lying. Their fucking teeth. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Let me give a good explanation as to why I don't like her. I feel like she was a big people pleaser. I felt like she wasn't genuine to herself. Not a people pleaser, but she wanted to be somebody that she wasn't. You know, she wanted to be like Kate. So why take Kate's personality in life? Why couldn't she be herself, you know? I felt like she lied to a lot of people. She lied to her dad multiple times where she could have been honest, and I feel like he still would have been on her side if she was honest. Because the dad just asked her multiple times, just be honest with me, and she wasn't. And I felt like if she was, he still would have had her back regardless. And even with her friend, what was his name? Vince, even with her friends, she told him the truth finally after he asked her, like, hey, you know, you need to be honest with me. And he's like, she's like, oh yeah, I've been here a lot of times. I felt like she had no remorse. I felt like she wanted to clean up she wanted to clear her name, but it wasn't clear because at the end of the day, she knew that Kate was down there. She didn't see her down there. I don't think she's innocent. I think it was nice of her not to go after Kate's money. After all, she just wanted her name cleared. But at the end of the day, she still knew Kate was down there. She smiled, that stupid little fucking grin that she does. And she left her there. Because she had the life she wanted, and if Kate came back, it was all going to go to shit.
Good, she deserves it.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Shut up. I like the mom. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
What about you, Kevin?
I'm just kidding.
My favorite character is Jeanette.
I got
I love Jeanette.
All right, can you elaborate on that, sir?
I just feel like she was just like obsessed, like completely obsessed with Kate.
And you like that?
I just thought it was strange. I thought it was strange because from the very beginning, watching that show, I was team Jeanette the whole time. I believed that she was. I don't think she's innocent anymore, but I still don't think that she lied to the court when she was told whether or not she saw her, because she didn't. She would lie to the people that would scold her for lying, and she was honest to the people who like encouraged her to be honest, like Vince. When Vince asked her if she was in the house multiple times, she came out with the truth and told him. But that's all he asked. He didn't ask anymore. Any other people that would ask her more, like her parents or the police, they would scold her for lying, and so she kept the truth from them. Like her obsession was so weird. Like she would always wear the same outfits that she would wear. Like when she went on the Marsha Bailey show, she wore the same outfit, the same pearls. And that ending scene when she went into the house, she was wearing the same exact outfit that Kate wore on the first episode of The Mall. The white shirt with the dress, even the shoes were the same. Did you catch that Kate kept the pearls that Martin gave her? She wore them on the Marsha Bailey show.
Oh, no way. Didn't she rip them later on?
No, she never did. She kept them and she wore them on the show.
Sure, I would have kept that shit too.
Yeah. So yeah.
Maybe they're her mom's.
I doubt it.
I mean, they were just pearls. They could have been anybody's.
You know what scene I thought was kind of fucked up?
Just kidding, no.
That scene where like after she gets found and she's back at the house, and the mom just pierces her ears.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
that was
like,
the
that's-
most weirdest
yeah,
scene
that shit was
ever. I
so
was like,
weird.
That's just to show the power that the mom has over Kate.
Yeah.
But you can clearly see that she's just sitting there emotionless, and the mom just does not give a shit.
Well, it's an abusive mom.
And my least favorite character is Mallory. I fucking hate her. Like, I thought she would grow on me, but no, things would get worse, and I just hated her even more. Like, nothing that she did was like fun, and she reminds me of a lot of the people that like I grew up resenting, because a lot of people that like growing up, the friends that I would make would act like her a lot. Like they wouldn't like the things that I would do, and if I didn't do the things that they would want me to do, I wasn't like good enough or worthy to be friends with them. So it doesn't.
Give me their names and addresses later on today.
I'll give you one.
Nope.
Text it to me.
You knew what I was gonna say.
What?
Shut up. Keep going.
Yeah, I just couldn't come to like her. I just hated her more and more.
I
as the
couldn't
show
come to her
progressed.
either.
Yeah,
Because you guys are gay.
I could come to the other guys.
and I hate
Jamie.
that Jeanette.
I'm just kidding.
I hate that like the whole show just revolves around Jeanette trying to clear her name for Mallory's crime, and then Mallory, nothing happens to her. Mallory's the one who saw her, and she doesn't get crucified like Jeanette does.
Well, to be fair,
Can I jump in right now and say like something awful? This is why I kind of didn't like the show.
Give it to us.
Well, it was that like none of it made sense. Like it was just like honestly, it just felt like girls just. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's a horrible way to say it. But you know what I'm trying to say, like
Just like girl drama. Like,
girl drama,
Yeah.
like
Oh my God.
Pretty Little Liars,
To the
like malicious
extreme,
lying,
yeah.
and then like all for like something that just someone who did see her and nothing happened, and then the way it ended, I was like, no, I hate that.
We'll get there. We'll get
Like
there.
my reasoning was, oh, Kate fell in love with her, and she didn't want to like put her in that pedestal like that she did with Jeanette. But that still seems unfair. Like you made her like the most hated woman in the nation, and then you find out that your girlfriend is actually the one who saw you, and you just let her get by.
This is why I feel like I can't say like Kate is so nice, because how can you like literally like do something like that? Like that's crazy.
Well, Mallory did explain that she didn't know it was her. She was like, well, I thought it was like a girlfriend of his. Like,
That's
I didn't
true, that's
know
true,
it was
yeah.
you. So when they did find you, it clicked to me that... Well, actually, she didn't know still because she was like, well, when I saw you, you weren't in a basement. So she was still lying. Like, she's like, well, you weren't in a basement, so when I saw you, like, I didn't know it was you until they found you, and I was just like, oh my god, like, it was you. And maybe, like, I don't know, it wasn't like a crime because, first of all, like we said earlier, Kate was not in the basement. She was with a relationship with this man. She could have left on her own in that moment. We can't like make people do stuff that I wasn't gonna call the cops if like, oh my god, I saw a shadow in so and so's house. Like she didn't know it was Kate.
Yeah, I think Mallory did make it clear that she didn't think it was Kate.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have thought it was Kate either. Like if I was walking by somebody's house and I see like them looking out and the girl's missing, and I see her willingly looking out to see me, I would have been like, knowingly, Martin Harris, they both knew that Martin Harris wasn't home either. So she could have walked out. So I would have thought it was a girlfriend too. Like, oh, it was like, oh, that's Martin Harris's girlfriend or lover or whatever. And I would have just went off my way. You know what I mean?
I don't think that does anything, because if it was a girlfriend, why don't you ever hear from her ever? And I feel like Kate is pretty recognizable no matter where you see her.
The lights were off.
They had the Christmas lights on inside.
No, she turned them off.
Mallory made it very clear to Kate that she did not know that it was her in the house until after she got found.
But
Yeah.
she could have
Yeah,
still
but
said
how come
something.
she couldn't?
What
have
is she gonna say?
sympathized the
Hey, I
same-
saw is somebody in Martin Harris's house. Well, why are you at his house?
You don't just accuse people of
Yeah.
having someone in their house, though.
Yeah. You don't say like, you don't be like, hey, I saw somebody at my principal's house. Well, why are you?
So
at my
then, why did
principal's house?
why did
Why
she
she
accuse
accused
Jeanette
Jeanette?
in the
Yeah.
first place?
Because she saw Jeanette.
No, she didn't.
No,
She
she
saw-
didn't.
She
Okay.
thought she saw Jeanette.
Oh, because she saw her. She thought she saw her bike.
And then, well, okay, she thought she saw Jeanette, and she thought Jeanette saw her back.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, you're right, because either way, if Jeanette was there and saw Kate, and she didn't actually see her.
Well, she went into the house and she's like, hello.
No, just in Mallory's case, because she saw Kate and she didn't say anything, but it was because she couldn't see that it was Kate.
Mm-hmm.
If it was actually Jeanette in that tree and she saw somebody in there but didn't know that it was Kate,
It would still be the same thing.
it would have still been the same thing.
Yeah, it would have been the same thing.
You're right.
So it wouldn't have mattered. So why crucify her over it?
Yeah, because she stole her friends
Because she
and
thought
her
she
lover.
saw her.
Because Kate would have still put the blame on somebody, and it just happened to end up being Jeanette that she blamed because she's stupid.
Kate?
Well, fuck
Kate
Jeanette. Jeanette still knew she was down there. Jeanette knew she was in the fucking basement.
Ask better questions next time.
Anyway,
Good
my least favorite
question.
character is Mallory.
Your
At least?
My least
Your
favorite character is
least.
Mallory.
Your favorite character?
Least
Least.
Oh.
favorite character is Mallory because she's a
Who?
cunt.
Speaking to your mic next time.
She influenced
Girl,
everybody's
you're
bad
speaking to your
habits.
mic.
She was a liar. She's a scammer. I don't like her. And I think the only way that ending worked out was because Olivia Holt is smart, and she said these girls are lovers. They're not just friends.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you forgive somebody for having. gone
Who's
through that.
Olivia Holt?
Yeah,
Kate.
she had feelings for her. Deep feelings for her.
Kate.
Kate.
It was both of them. Good decide.
Okay, they just because
Harley and Kate.
I think-
No, Harley and Olivia.
I think it would have made less sense to me as well for her to have been okay with what happened with her, like Mallory.
This is not a funny moment.
Was.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, that's
Slurping tea.
Favorite character?
that's a hard
Martin
one.
Harris.
I'm just kidding.
I kind of didn't like anybody in the show.
Oh no.
You have to.
Mm.
Who did you like? Even I had to.
Well, hold on. Let me
Even if
finish
it's
my
one of the
thought.
boys.
Oh.
The only way that ending could have worked is if Kate and Mallory were lovers, I think, because
Well, that is
it
what
just
happened.
doesn't make sense
Yes.
otherwise. Because how do you forgive somebody? How do you hate one person for doing the thing that the other person ended up doing? You know what I mean? The only way that works out is if you're in love with the other person. You know what I mean? How do you hate Jeanette for doing what Mallory did,
Yes.
but like forgive one of them and not the other? The only way it's ever possible is because they were in love.
Scamming.
But I guess my favorite character is I don't know, Kate's sister.
Oh, okay.
I like that she matured a lot in that time and decided
And
to
she's
be.
really pretty.
Is it really maturing, or is it like I feel really bad for treating you shitty and you were kidnapped? And
I mean,
I'm gonna treat you nice
It
now.
sucks that that's what it took, but she did decide she wanted to be a better person, and I think she's the only person that I saw grow in a positive way. Everybody else kind of was pushed in a certain direction, and she was pushed in the right direction. I think of being a better sister, being a better support. Yeah, like she came through for Miss Kate in the end.
Yeah.
Jeanette's brother also came through.
Fuck Jeanette's brother.
Yeah, he sure did.
I would love
Came
to.
through.
No, I don't like their whole family. I just don't like them. They're so annoying to me. I don't like the show. Period. I'm just kidding. The show is shitty. I'm just kidding. It makes me upset.
So what's next?
Very briefly, what did you guys think of the music of the show?
I loved it.
It was great.
I
don't
feel
like.
bad I didn't think much about it. I knew that there's some songs that I like Zombie and yeah.
Quite a few of the songs that were on there were actually covers by Olivia Holt herself.
She's a good singer.
Yeah,
She's a Disney girl. So
Yeah.
of course she knows. how to
Stream
sing.
her music; it's actually not that bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good actually.
I
Like
don't know.
Creep at the very end.
Oh, that was her.
That was her, yeah.
Oh my God.
You just said.
No, I know.
He said she covered the songs.
When? No, I know.
In terms of original score, it didn't really have that much going for it. There was a couple of creepy songs, but it was all music to make you feel like it was the 90s.
Yeah.
And
Very
I
nostalgic.
really don't like 90s music, 80s, 90s, like pop music. I do not
How
like.
fucking dare... I'm just kidding.
I
Get
like
out.
more of the rock
We're
music.
done here.
Excuse me, let me speak.
What the fuck?
I hate you. Anyways, I do like more of the rock music, so I like that they focused on that. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm touching stuff and it's
okay, take your
making
time.
noises. My boyfriend's snoring in the background.
Hot.
Oh, you can hear it? Wait, stay quiet. Watch it.
He's knocked them out. Yeah, the music was really great. I think it really worked with the show well. I think it set up a lot of plots, and I think it connected really well with the situation at hand, like I just said. I wish there was a little bit more music in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
But the songs that they did have were pretty epic.
So, what did you guys think of the way it was shot? How did that affect the show?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It really did separate the years.
Very well.
Yeah.
Very well, yes.
Definitely.
It was saturated, desaturated, and
Extra desaturated.
Overexposed.
Well, what do you think?
no, and then it was
Joy?
gray.
Was that like
The
cheap?
middle.
Do you
Yeah,
think that was a
no,
cheap
the
way
end.
to like do it?
I don't know.
Don't do that. Zone.
I don't know.
Doesn't know.
Come on, Art
I
Man.
don't
Come
know.
on, Art Man.
I want to say like sure.
It was cheap.
But-
Sure, it was cheap, or sure, it was good.
I don't know. I'm in between.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel. Also, I'm looking at Kevin. I'm nervous.
I think
Kevin, what do you
Give me a moment to think about it.
About how it was shot?
Yes.
I think it was good. It was
That's
like
it? That's all you
a
have to say
clever
about it?
way to
Alright.
like differentiate the timelines.
yeah. Not only did it differentiate the timelines, but it also started to shift in color. Like it got darker, and because the situation is getting darker.
Yeah.
So 1995.
Desaturated.
Desaturated. Okay, desaturated.
That's the proper word.
No, I'm gonna say it how I want to. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
Desaturated means muted of the colors.
Oh my god.
Listen, it's from our perspective.
All
So
right, now let me show.
we're
let
gonna
me
say
talk,
it got
okay?
darker, and that's just how it's gonna be. Okay.
Right. Okay, so as the show goes on, it's desaturated. Desaturated. And so as it gets more serious, the colors get more darker, more saturated, nor desaturated. 1995 is completely gray because that's just a stressful year for everybody. And I think I don't remember how 1994 looked. Did it look a little?
It was kind of in between the two, basically.
Between the two. Okay, yeah.
Not that different in colors.
I liked it. It was very easy to differentiate the 3 years though.
I thought the costumes were incredible. Though they look like children in
Yeah, they
1993.
do.
They
They
literally
do.
all look so much more younger than they do in 1995. They literally look like babies, and then suddenly they just mature so much in the face and the makeup and the way
Yeah.
that they have like more like eye bags
Eyeliner.
and stuff like that. Like they really did a good job at making you know what time period you were looking at.
Was
Just-
Vince
Also,
wearing like
that's modern day
extensions?
fashion.
I don't know.
right
I
now.
actually don't know.
90s fashion
His
is
little
coming back
cornrows?
in.
Yeah.
They probably were, yeah.
Or do you think that they waited until his hair grew out?
No, I think they could have slapped those on there. I mean, there was definitely a lot of wigs
Was
that
he
were
bald?
questionable.
No, his hair was short, and then like in 1995, he had like little. What would you call that?
dreads.
Okay,
Little dreads,
so
yeah.
to answer your question, I don't think that the story would have moved forward if they wouldn't have used those color schemes. Because it's as complicated as it is, and with all those damn shift changes of the scenes, I don't think if we would have ever gotten those color schemes, then we probably wouldn't have known what the hell was going on.
Right.
No, yeah,
So-
honestly.
So I don't know if I was taking it literal though. All I'm saying is that I've seen people who use color palettes way different that are more successful. I'm not saying that this one was unsuccessful. I'm just saying that it was just like, well, all right.
Well,
Like,
I think
don't
it's
think
its
it's
first
like-
season.
Huh?
It's the first season, so I think the budget wasn't like a lot. But I think seeing the success, maybe the next season, hopefully we see better saturation. And
There's just
desaturation.
like, no, there's like.
I'll just give
what
it
was the
credit
name
for.
of,
You can think of what you're gonna say. I'll just say this really quick. For such a show that's not that like incredible, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like a show. I think it was really clever the way that they used
The color.
They did a great job at taking advantage of the resources that they had to tell the story. Like it wasn't an amazing like way to do it. It wasn't innovational or anything, but they did a really good job at picking how to tell the story.
It's simple,
Mhm.
and it's something people could catch on really quickly.
Really smart, yeah.
Yeah.
So what were you
oh,
saying,
Wes
Dan?
Anderson.
Mm.
Wes Anderson uses a lot of color schemes in his. Wes Anderson uses a lot of color schemes in his movies. The full potential is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like,
Uh-huh.
like I'm saying, like the reason that they did it is because it was a way to help the audience.
Mhm.
Mhm.
No,
Yeah, it's as if
that's about it. Like I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's great. I'm just saying like that's what it is.
it's like if you
just
handed a
tool.
preschooler's art to somebody who knew how to draw and they just did it better.
I think they probably went into like.
Wow, I was like, that's intense.
I think they probably fell into like so how are we going to do this where we can split up the storylines?
Mm-hmm.
And so they decided with those colors, which is
They did great. Great job. So, final thoughts? Are you guys ready to give your final verdict and your rating?
Shall Kevin go first because this is his show?
Don't we usually
Or
end
should
with
he
them?
go last?
Yeah, I think we usually end with them.
Joey, go.
Final thoughts
You
and your
didn't
rating.
like
I
it.
didn't like it.
How
I'm
many donuts
sorry.
out of a dozen? And tell
Oh,
us what you thought
yeah.
about it and why you gave it that rating.
I'll give it 5 donuts.
5 donuts out of 12.
Damn.
That is the worst rating on the show so far.
Really?
Really?
Did you guys like Invincible?
We loved Invincible.
I did.
All right, elaborate.
I feel like although there were some successful parts, I think that maybe there were other parts that could have been fixed.
The inner
think-
CSI in you?
Yeah, and also like we were talking about this, it was the way the crime was handled. I thought to me was just like, what? And I think I had a lot of that moments, like, what? And I feel like midway through the show, I felt like I didn't need to actually get too involved because it didn't feel too complicated after all.
Oh, I understand.
You know what I mean? I just felt like I could just watch it and I would just know right away.
I
And that's
completely
exactly
agree.
how I felt towards the end. I hated the ending. I hate twists like that.
Oh yeah,
It's so stupid. It's like, why? Why would you?
because the show could have ended
I'm just kidding,
well
that's not
without that.
It would have been fine. And you could have started the next season with something else. But no. They had to do some M. Night Shyamalan shit.
Damn.
I would have loved it if they just didn't confirm another season and they just ended there.
I think I would agree
And
with
that's
that.
why
Yeah, it
I
would've been better that way,
like
too.
shows that are one season, because then you get like seasons like this where they'll milk the shit out of it,
That's what I don't want.
and I don't
It's
want it
gonna be
either.
milked, dude.
I think it's fine the way it is.
Yes.
Honestly,
The season-
do I like it though? I do not like it. It's not like a typical show that I would watch,
Well.
to be honest. I thought the 3 storyline was kind of cool because I like stuff like that where it's broken and then they piece them all together, but it wasn't complicated enough for me to be like, you know. There's
How? Can you show me?
oh my god, you know.
So complicated.
Oh my god.
I felt like I hated more characters than I liked characters.
Really? I think 90% of the cast were shitty.
They were shitty. Yeah.
Not the cast, I'm sorry. The
Except
characters.
Jamie.
Yeah.
Jamie was the weirdest kid
No,
ever.
Jeanette's brother.
Google him, ladies.
Google all 3 inches of him.
Google that. And
Oh my god! No, I'm cutting that out.
Yeah, cook that shit out.
What's it called?
Yeah, so-
Final verdict: 5 out of 12 donuts. Incredible.
But I think, like, oh, so,
Oh my god.
but like, but I
Can you
think
just
it's
say, like,
because
battle
it's
like?
just because it's not a typical show that I would enjoy. I guess I don't know. Yeah, it was alright.
Was it? Is that a biased opinion at all? Just because you don't want to watch shows like that, or were you just genuinely disappointed by the
No,
plot?
because if I really didn't want to watch it, I would have said 0. I would have given it 0.
Okay,
Or is
gotcha.
it because you think you're a CSI and you know how crime works?
No, because
Oh, your crime podcast.
Kevin that I went in with the mentality of that I'm gonna write this down and I'm gonna break it down, and I felt like, oh, I don't think I need to.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
All right, Alex, go ahead. How many donuts out of 12, and what did you think of the show?
I think I would give it a 10 out of 12.
Oh.
I think I gave it a 10 because I really liked how, like Joey said, they split up the seasons, I'm sorry, years into 3 sections, and they did a really good job at identifying which year it would be. A lot of the characters did annoy me, and I felt like maybe
And
They
I
know
feel
it.
that all of us are gonna say that.
I'm like really annoyed with everybody. I hated Jeanette. That's like one of the reasons why I really hate the show, because of her little fucking smirk at the end of the show. I just want to, because she's like, to the girl that said you saw me, I just want to say, I forgive you. Girl, shut the fuck up with your ugly ass wig.
Do you think it's kind of clever that in the end, Jeanette is the most hated character or hated person in America, technically?
Is she?
I'm sorry? Not anymore, because people probably feel remorse for her.
No, in the show, she's no longer the most hated character in America. But now outside of the show, she's.
Well,
No,
he
people
likes
still like her.
You
Yeah.
still like her?
I still like her.
Alright,
She's
never
still my
mind.
favorite character.
Continue.
I've been on Reddit. A lot of people still like her.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness gracious.
I really would I
hire
like
as a
what
defense attorney.
would I watch it weekly like you did in season 2? Probably not. I'll probably wait until all the shows are done and I'll watch it just to binge watch it. I don't know what else they could do. I know there's different avenues that they could go down, you know. But I felt like it was like very forced, like, hey, really quick, let's throw in this story about the side characters. And it's just like, oh, okay, that was kind of random.
Oh,
Yeah.
look, these guys are gay. and,
Yeah,
like-
like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I was like,
I
oh,
was-
was he? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was just very random and it was very forced. And I feel like they were trying to make something out of nothing.
Like Ben blames Jeanette for his shoulder injury. What?
Yeah, that was really.
His what?
Ben, the
The guy who got in a car accident.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, he blamed Jeanette
Blamed
Why?
Jeanette,
Ow.
yeah.
because she was ugly. Oh, no, because...
Because
it
what's
was-
his face was
It was
drunk.
Jamie's fault. That
Yeah,
he was
Yeah,
drunk. Like,
no,
why
it
is
was
Jeanette's
it was
fault?
Jeanette's fault because she
He was
was
thinking about
sad.
her,
Yeah,
like,
I was like,
what?
what?
Doesn't-
No,
I think it's just to make it a show.
it's a
That's
show. Yeah, a
Some of
show.
this stuff, it didn't make
I'm on a
sense.
show where they want me
Okay.
to put on a show.
One of the things that I keep forgetting, and I feel like we all forgetting, is we're talking about like teenagers, like 15, 16-year-olds. Like,
How far does it go, though? How far does it go?
like you have to
Yeah.
think like they do. Like they're the center of the
Yeah.
universe.
You're
you
right.
know?
You're right.
So
I'm
I did.
the center of the universe.
Yes, you are.
I
Joey.
forgot,
Yes, you
Joey.
are.
I forgot.
I would do the 10 out of 12s. I think the cast was amazing. I felt like maybe Jamie could have had a Latino last name.
Mm,
In
Or
my
he could have actually
opinion.
sounded Latino when he spoke Spanish.
Yeah.
What is his last name? Jamie what? Jamie...
Gutierrez, no?
I don't
Gutierrez.
remember.
Oh, it is a Spanish last name.
Yeah, but his first name is like
That's his
Fauntleroy
Jamie.
or something.
No,
What?
that's his real name.
What was his name? What's his name in the show?
Jamie.
Jamie what?
Oh, I don't know. I
It
don't know.
starts with an H, but I can't see the name.
Herrera.
Hernandez.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know if they ever said his last name.
Okay,
Oh.
well.
That's him actually speaking in Spanish, by the way.
Yeah, well, I mean, who
No
else
one
is?
questions
What is
that.
he gonna dub it or what?
I questioned it because I
Mama,
was like,
quédate inside
who
la
the fuck is
casa.
They use
Claire
the TikTok
Favre.
voiceover to do it.
Espérate para allá. Pequeña,
Vayan para allá,
pequeña
pues.
niña en
Pero
la
cuando
cara.
lo habló muy like, oh my god, muy elegante. Muy
No,
como
he
like,
didn't.
Oh my god,
Ni nalgas.
sabrosito.
Oh,
Mm.
Are we watching the same show?
I
Watch
was-
the porn version.
He was-
He said it like if I had just learned Spanish yesterday. That's how he said it.
No, he did
Yeah,
not.
he
Yeah,
did.
he did.
I'll
It wasn't
pull
very.
Mama, quédate para atrás. And like,
Porfa, please.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna pull that up
It
right
was
now.
very forced.
Pero like,
I'm
why?
gonna pull up the porno.
Oh my god.
yeah. 10,
Oh my
You're so
God.
fucking funny.
10 out of 12.
10 out of 12.
Would I recommend it to other people? Or is that part of the...
Yeah.
Would I recommend it to other people? I recommended it to my sister. I think she would really like it. And I recommended it to Jesse, and he said no.
Alright.
Can you give us a brief reason why you said no?
He said, I don't want to.
Alright, fair. That's valid. That's valid.
Valid reason. Put him
Yeah,
in the basement.
so 10 out of 12. Oh, fuck Jeanette.
Fuck Jeanette,
person.
2021.
2021.
Alright. I think I'm gonna give it a 8 out of 12.
Wow.
Shit. Kevin's like, what? Can you hear me?
I
What?
thought you
Yeah.
would have given it less for whatever reason.
Well, that's
No,
almost
I
half.
think he
right?
would have given it more.
No.
I
Yeah,
thought he would have
Well,
given
six is half.
Oh, he didn't
So
like anybody extra.
But 6 is 6 and 8 is 8.
What did I give it? A 5?
A 5.
Yeah.
You give it less than
less
half.
than half.
I was gonna do half, but I was like, I don't know.
It's been generous.
Yeah, I'll stick with 8. It's a little bit more complicated for how simple the story ended up. Like, there's a lot of nuances for no reason. There's a lot of complications for no reason. There's a lot of developments that don't need to be there. And it all ends up very disappointingly revealed to the people. I think the way that they revealed the twist was really dumb. And I don't like stories that involve
Children?
memory loss.
Oh.
I think it's a really cheap way to take a part out of the story to give you a quote unquote mystery. There's no mystery there. You're just omitting something from the audience and from the show. And so like you're kind of just in the end, you're just throw it in there and nobody would be able to guess it because like nobody knows what happened. And it's like, that's not a story. That's not a mystery. That's not something you could piece together. That's just like something that you took out that you're going to...
Luis over here devalidating trauma.
That's just something that you're gonna put. No. It's
No, yeah.
I guess you're
No,
right.
well,
I guess you're right.
no. It's
Well,
a
I'm not done. I'm
show.
not
It's
done.
not real life.
I'm not done. I
It was
do
a joke.
as a
Don't fucking
storyline.
joke about trauma, bitch.
As a storyline, I do think it's kind of a cheap way to tell the story. But I do like the little like subplots of trauma, the subplots of people's growing into like a society that's judging them and all their actions and their choices and like how it affects them negatively to make them to make different choices and put their trust in people that they shouldn't, like the abuse of power, the abuse of friendships. I can see all of that and I understand it. I just don't like the overall story that much. So yeah, 8 out of 12. Would I recommend it to others? No, I don't think so.
Oh, really?
I could see a lot of people I know a lot of people that would like it, but it was a little hard for me to watch.
And you don't want to put other people through that.
Yeah, unless you're really dissecting the show, I don't think you'll ever catch all that trauma, all that pain that the characters go through. Unless you're really like, it literally took me this other watch through to kind of understand what all the characters were going
I
through.
understand what it feels like to be locked somewhere.
Because you still should be.
No,
Are
no,
you
no.
locked in Sora's heart?
Actually, when I was
Rent-free?
little, apparently I didn't know how to unlock a door, so I was locked in my room for a very
Oh my god.
You were also locked in the back of a car for the cartel. Let's not
apparently in
forget.
10th grade. I was kidnapped by the cartel. But cut that out, please, because I don't want to get shot.
In today's shows, we reveal Alex's trauma.
Alex, a deep dive in Alex's past.
To the cartel, I just have one thing to say. I forgive you. No, cut that shit out. I don't want to get shot.
But yeah, as a plot, I didn't think
Mm.
it was that well thought out. I thought
Really?
Kate's accusation.
Mhm.
There wasn't enough evidence for her to ever even open her mouth. She should just shut up.
It was what was that thing the term that I
What?
told you?
Which one?
It was the thing, the legal term. It's a force or
Oh, hearsay.
a hearsay.
Hearsay.
It's a hearsay.
Eat the hearsay.
Too serious.
Yeah, she should not ever have said
Sorry.
that, and she had too much conviction for someone who didn't even remember what happened in the basement, and I just like, whatever.
Right.
The point is, I didn't really like the reveal that much.
Are you sure you want to give it 8 donuts? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I still want to give it 8 donuts because I like the little stories.
What did? Oh, okay.
The little
I was gonna say,
story.
what did you like?
The little stories I liked, all the trauma, the parents' trauma, the reverse trauma, the abuse of power.
You
all that
just
was
like
great.
trauma.
Well, no, I just think
Yeah.
there is something there, but the overall mystery of the show,
You're just a ball of
no, like the overall mystery of the show, I didn't think did anything for me.
right.
So yeah, what do you think, Kevin?
Kevin,
Nice.
Kevin, give us your opinion.
I give it an 11 out of 12. I have a love-hate relationship with that twist because it's so dramatic, it's so unnecessary, but I still like it. I love it. It's so extra. It's not necessary, and that's why I like it.
I feel like that's the reason why you like it.
'Cause it's so dramatic, and it's just
so
like
disgusting.
this is my opinion. I guess.
Wait, do you like it
sorry.
because it's bad?
Yes.
It's
Are
like
you
why
bad?
No,
Are
no,
you
no,
the
no.
drama?
No, I like it's bad. Like it's so bad that it's good. Does
Yeah,
that make
that's what I'm-
sense?
I know.
Yes.
I know. It's like a guilty pleasure.
Yes, and I just can't help it. I'm just like I'm so like tied into this.
Like
and
the
I just-
entire show.
Yes.
Is this sincerely how you felt?
Yes.
Like it was like a guilty. Why do I feel like that's what I assumed when I was watching this?
Yes.
there's no
I was
way
watching
that-
it and I was like, oh fuck.
Would you keep somebody in a basement?
Me? I
If
do.
you-
I don't know if that's what we're talking about, Alex.
I'm just kidding.
Really? Like this is
No,
this is
yeah.
serious? Like,
I'm
you-
being completely honest. Yeah.
Like you liked it because it was kind of bad, but it was good.
yeah. I really hate that there's gonna
Like
be a second
Shane
season.
Dawson.
Oh my God,
No,
let him
no,
finish.
no,
Shut
cut
up,
that
let him
shit out.
finish.
Cut the
We're
shit
done
out.
talking here.
I know what you're talking about because that's exactly what I thought that you liked it. That's why I thought you liked this. Because I don't know. I was like, I don't know. This is like kind of like a little cringy.
Like it was so fun to watch. I'm being serious.
Really?
Yeah.
Continue. Don't stop
Like
talking.
not
Sorry.
for what made it fun for me. It wasn't because I was like I could have binge watched it. I could have, but I didn't. But because I was watching weekly and I don't know what the fuck is actually going on.
Well, you're watching what?
I watched it like weekly as the episodes
Oh.
were coming out. So I feel like that's what made it fun for me is because I didn't get the whole story all at once. I got it bit by bit. And that's what kind of reeled me in. Even though I fully knew that it was not going to be that great. But that's what made me like it. It was so dramatic. It was so unnecessary. It was over the top for no reason. And I love it.
Oh, like how you like the Rosa de Guadalupe.
Yeah, that show's fucking great. It's great.
That show is amazing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, no, but, and you would recommend it to other people.
I literally tell everyone to watch this
Well,
fucking show.
I think he did recommend it to people.
Yeah, you
But
would.
my love-hate relationship with this show is nothing like the OA because I fucking hate that show. That show
Oh,
is
we're
disgusting.
not
It's
gonna
the
watch
most
that.
disappointing thing I've
I'm
ever
so
watched.
glad
Why did
you
you
guys
For those who are
Just
like,
Because I wanted to know if you guys would have this.
the
opinion.
OE was the other show he was gonna recommend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
The
it
show
was
was
in our
so
last
disappointing.
podcast
that we didn't upload.
we
so,
didn't
yeah.
upload. Sorry.
Yeah, we would have uploaded it, but
We lost the footage.
Footage.
Yeah, I deleted.
we weren't given enough money to produce it.
I will say the show did a great job at keeping my attention too. Like I was
Yeah.
expecting something great, and that last episode is like it's all coming down to like Jeanette and Kate. Like the truth is gonna finally be revealed, and I was like, and then it was just shit.
It was shit. It was shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Like I think it's so funny that like they made it so dramatic and they made like it was like completely blown out of proportion, only for them to meet at the house and be like, it was Mallory.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God,
And they
it was
hug
Mallory.
each
And
other.
they
Yeah.
hug, yeah.
And they hugged each other.
I really like because like Joey said at first I really was like okay this and then as more got revealed I'm like this is like there's nothing here, there's no
Yeah.
substance here.
I thought it was like. Sorry, you said it was like complicated and stuff. but it was like
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
because
wasn't
I
too
was
complicated.
unnecessary complicated.
It wasn't
Yes.
that
It was,
complicated.
It was
no.
not complicated.
I was like over here writing notes left and
I'm
right.
writing notes.
The complexities of the human emotion and the way that we influence each other.
Gotcha,
Wow,
gal.
Joey.
But like a
my
mystery?
God.
No, it's not a
Wow.
mystery. It's not a crime. It
It's
was
so
like
funny because if you
stupid.
look at my notes, I'm like, what's his name?
Jay-
Ben, the gay guy.
Which one?
Ben is observing the friends. Why?
Oh, there we go.
Those are my
Oh,
notes.
God.
And then I was like, is he infatuated with Jeanette? Or was it
Vince?
Vince?
Mhm.
It was Vince. I was like,
It was a lot of nuances for nothing. But all right, who's next in choosing a show?
We're
Wait, how are we
restarting.
doing that?
Yeah, I don't know how we're
We're
restarting
picking
now.
this.
how did we do it
How
last
did we
time?
do it last time?
Last time we drew cards.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
Should we do it differently this time?
Yeah. Oh, why don't we put in a
Like a randomizer?
yeah.
Is that a thing?
No, Luis.
Oh,
All
fuck,
right.
I didn't think about
Modern day
anything.
technology does not. allow
You didn't
us
think
to
of a
do
show
that.
yet? I haven't either. It's okay.
I was like,
I have one in mind, but I don't know yet.
Oh, I know.
I have like one that I want you guys to watch, but I don't know. I don't have a second option.
Movies, shows.
Deals.
We can watch La Rosa de
Names.
Guadalupe. Por
Porno. I got it. Ow.
Which one is it on?
This one.
Oh,
Wait, I got it.
I did one too.
No.
Who did you get?
I'll
Who
let-
did you
I'll-
get?
I'll let
Okay.
Alex do it.
I want to do it.
Watch her get the
Who
same
does
person.
Well, I'll tell you after.
Okay.
It's you.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. This click to spin.
It's spinning. It's spinning. Wait.
It's spinning.
Oh
Louise!
Oh my god.
was yours?
Who's Luis?
Who was yours?
Can we go with yours?
Why me? You guys want me or Luis?
I'll let you pick since you were persistent about your little spinny thing.
I really like my spinny thing, so it's gonna be Louise.
All right. I guess it's me.
Why? You
It
just
did
don't wanna see my
confetti.
show?
Before
You-
we start,
you
make sure you
just
actually
didn't
watch the
know.
show this time.
I did. I said I had one show in mind already.
Well, let's just spin it again.
Watch it still be Luis.
It's you.
Oh my god, everyone got one except for me. Let's just fucking go with the original person.
Who, Joey?
Luis.
Oh,
Are you guys ready?
are we ready?
I don't think you guys are ready.
Let's show.
Spill the tea, bitch.
Okay, I'm picking one. You guys have no other say in this.
Alright.
We're watching Paprika.
Paprika.
No.
Yes,
What
we're
is
watching
Paprika?
it.
No.
You guys are watching it. I don't care what you say.
Is it a scary movie? Because I
Nope,
won't watch
no,
it.
it's an anime.
Oh. Ah.
Paprika.
Paprika.
I don't know if you guys have heard of it. I'm pretty sure Joey has, but yeah, we're gonna watch it, and I hope you guys are ready. Apparently, this movie inspired Inception, or they had something to do with each other.
Oh, I've seen this.
You've seen Paprika?
Yeah, I've seen it.
When did you watch it?
Before you.
All right, well,
Didn't it also inspire that Swan movie?
Black Swan.
Yeah.
is that
Swan.
right? Really?
Yeah, I think
Mhm.
isn't it?
I think like artistically, it inspired it. Yeah, there's some scenes.
It reminds me of like The Girl in Blue, I think it's called. It's another anime movie.
Oh, that's the one actually.
Right?
Yeah. It's
Um,
Where did you find it?
Sorry, I don't.
Where
know.
can we watch this?
Yeah, Luis, where can we watch this?
I don't know. I was gonna just figure it out.
Actually, I can find out.
On Crunchyroll?
We can watch it in.
Is it porn?
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's like hardcore hentai.
It's in Amazon Prime.
Oh.
Oh.
It's on YouTube. Actually, you have to pay for this.
And Amazon Prime?
But yeah, this is what we're watching because I've always wanted to see it. I've always been curious about it, so we're all gonna go into this.
Are we watching? Oh, it's a show. It's a movie.
Because none of us have watched it except for Kevin, apparently.
Oh, it's unavailable.
That was a long time ago.
Well,
Yeah,
let's see.
you have to rent it.
Where are we gonna watch it?
I don't know. Maybe we could all watch it together one day.
Is it a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie.
Oh. I don't know. Yeah. Well, it's not available to rent on Amazon Prime.
It's not.
Mm-mm. Maybe it's on HBO Max.
Oh, Perfect Blue is what it's called.
Thank you.
Perfect
That's the
Blue.
one that inspired.
Inception.
I think it's the same people. Not Inception.
It's Madhouse.
What's that movie with the swan?
Oh, yeah, it's the same director.
Yeah.
Satoshi Kon.
Perfect Blue is about a superstar who's like, and like superly.
Oh.
It's the story of Susan Boyle.
Oh. I can't tell if you're
You know, she
serious or
becomes
not.
a star and then she becomes a recluse because of too much attention.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she really did. Oh, that poor thing.
So Paprika.
There's not really
Can you
anyone
tell us a little bit about it?
I don't know anything about it. I've
Oh, we
always
could
just wanted
rent
to
it
watch
for
it.
$3.99.
Oh, you just like saw it and you're like, let me watch it?
Yeah, I saw that the scenes that inspired other things, and I was like, I need to see what this is about. I don't know why.
Black Swan?
Yes.
Oh.
Perfect Blue.
Inspired Black Swan.
Yes.
Mm.
So that
Paprika
is
was
a
filmed
show.
in 2006. The story is about a
No,
battle
no,
between
no,
a
no, no, no. No, he's going to give the synopsis. Okay, that is decided. Next week, Luis is going to be...
I can
Not
already.
next
I already.
week.
I think I might like
Paprika's on
it.
Netflix.
Do you think you are gonna like
Wait,
it or
I
you're
don't
not?
like this one.
Paprika's on Netflix.
Ew.
What the fuck
It's
is
on Amazon
that?
Prime. You can rent it for $3.99.
That's too much. I guess I'm not participating this week.
Oh my god. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us in the donut hole.
Yay! At the donut hole.
hole.
We'll see you guys next time.
If you ever get captured in somebody's basement, just make sure to lie and you'll be free.
You'll get out eventually. It's okay. You'll probably.
Or you shoot your...
Why did Kate shoot Harris?
Because she was scared.
Like, she didn't need to shoot
She probably
him.
didn't think
Yes,
of a way
because
out.
she wasn't going to let him... Well, remember she tried to escape and he would constantly like, no, you can't leave.
This is done. This is gonna stay in the
She could have,
basement.
like, gone like this and, like, just gone
Just
up the
backed out,
stairs.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. That would have been dramatic.
For the show.
No,
The
For
trauma.
she
the
shot him
drama.
for the drama of it
All right,
For
everybody.
the,
The shade of it all.
How come she didn't get convicted? I'm just
Oh my god. All right,
Because
everybody.
her-
in the news, it said that he was shot by one of the police officers.
They didn't even, like,
No,
give out the
the
details of
mom
how
did
he got
that.
shot. Like, that doesn't make
No,
sense.
the mom was close with the sheriff, so she covered it
she
up so
covered
it
it
didn't
up.
look like her daughter was a killer.
Does she know that?
What about the
I don't
fucking
think so.
affair?
Yeah.
They didn't even.
They didn't touch
Sorry,
on
I'm
that,
not
true,
gonna-
yeah.
The
I think
fair-
the dad
oh, yeah,
was more
they kinda forgot
concerned
about
about her not referring to Kate as his daughter. I think that's what he was more concerned about.
All right, everybody. See you
Okay,
next time. Bye.
Bye. I'm gonna be in the basement.
Thanks for joining us in the basement of the tunnel.
Oh my god.
Oh, nice.